Well, all right, y'all. We are smoking on this beautiful Sunday morning here in Southwest Florida. What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Barlow BBQ. I'm Matthew. It's good to see you. Today we're doing something pretty cool. We're doing a smoked turkey breast. Yes, it is that time of year, even though it doesn't quite feel like it down here in Florida. It's November 1st. And that means Thanksgiving is going to come up here pretty soon. So we thought we'd kind of get on the ball early and show y'all what we're going to do for our Thanksgiving, all right? So like I said, I've got a turkey breast, and here in just a moment, we're going to get that rubbed up and ready to go on the Weber Kettle. The kettle right now is coming up to temp, so that's just going to be ready in just a little bit. So let's get this thing started and take a look at the turkey breast and get that ready to smoke. All right, y'all, let's get started. Well, all right, here we go. This is our turkey breast, and the first step, which we actually haven't shown you guys, is you got to put it in a brine. All right, so this has been in an apple cider brine overnight. We put it in that brine last night, and we'll have a recipe for the apple cider brine right down below in the description box. And if in case you missed it, just a couple weeks ago, we used the same brine for some chicken breasts, and I'll have a link to that video right up here for you to check out. All right, so what we're gonna do with this turkey breast is we're gonna take it out of the brine. I'm gonna pat it dry, and Martha put together a made from scratch poultry seasoning that we're gonna season this turkey with, and then we're gonna get it on the Weber Kettle. All right, so we're gonna spare all you guys, showing us putting the seasoning on. You know how to do that. All right, so we'll see you back here when the turkey is all seasoned up and the kettle is come up to temp and we're ready to start smoking. Okay, so we'll see you in just a little bit. All right, folks, we got this turkey all seasoned up and ready to go on the kettle, and the kettle is also come up to temp. That's got a grill temp of 260 degrees, so that's gonna be perfect because we're gonna be smoking this turkey indirect today. All right, so come on in, let me show you the grill setup that I've got here. Super easy. Right here in the back, I've got my charcoal in the slow and sear, and that got lit charcoal over here in the corner and unlit charcoal right here, so this is going to burn slowly over the course of the cook. We got a chunk of apple wood right there, and below the grates got tin foil. That's going to catch all the turkey drippings and make cleanup later real easy. And right here's my grill thermometer, so I can monitor grill temps during the cook. Let me go ahead and grab that turkey breast and check it out, folks. Here we go. Now I'm going to place this breast side down. Why? Just because I think it sits a little easier that way, and that's really my only reason. But we've got this all seasoned up all the way around, and inside the cavity you want to make sure you get your seasoning in that as well. That's super important. All right, and you see we got skin on this breast. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and close this up. And we're going to smoke this until our turkey breast hits an internal temp of 165 degrees. So tell you what, let's just let this hang out for a little while. Let's maybe check it in about maybe 45 minutes to an hour. We'll check the temperature on that turkey breast and see how everything's coming along. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, we are 1 hour into this cook. Grill temp is around 270, so that's okay, but I don't want to let it get too much hotter than that. And I've got a thermometer with me so we can check the temp on that turkey. Let's see what we got here. All right. This turkey's looking pretty good for an hour in. Let's get a temperature check here. What do we got there? 133. Let's check over here. All right, and we got 136. Okay, so we're doing pretty good. What I do want to do right now is just rotate this around so we get even cooking on both sides. Let me just grab a pair of tongs here. Do this nice and smooth, just like that. There we go. We got the lid on. We're going to let this go for another hour. Now, we are going to make a mulled apple cider glaze to finish this turkey with. All right, so while we let this smoke for another hour, Martha is here. She's going to show you guys how to put together that glaze.
So I probably made the biggest faux pas you can make in barbecue, and that's to wear all white. So let's destroy these white capris and make a glaze. We're basing our glaze off of mulled apple cider. So I started with, guess what? Mulled apple cider. Now I cooked down some apple cider and added some cinnamon stick, some orange peel. There's all sorts of stuff in there, ginger, allspice, a little cardamom. We'll give you a recipe in the description box. First, let's make ourselves a couple cocktails with this, little liquid ambition, and then we'll get on with our glaze.
Oh yeah, all right, cheers y'all.
Just a little taste.
Ooh.
That was a little spiced rum we threw in there.
That's a little spicy. Ooh, that's good.
Delicious. Oh, I forgot there's cayenne pepper in there.
That's what it is right there.
Delicious.
All right, let's make this glaze.
Here's our mulled apple cider. We're just going to leave all those cinnamon sticks and orange peels right in there. I'm going to add some whole grain mustard, apple cider vinegar, sugar, butter, and about a 1/4 cup of spiced rum. This is my beach flask. Maybe a little extra.
And we will have a full recipe for this right down below in the description box so you guys can try this out at home.
You betcha. Now we're gonna take this inside and cook it up until it gets all syrupy and delicious and use it to glaze our turkey.
Okay, so we're inside. We've got the glaze going on the stovetop here, and I've got a burner set to almost high. All right, so listen, we're gonna melt this butter. We're gonna reduce this glaze. We're gonna let this come to a boil, but you gotta watch it because you don't want this thing to overboil. It would just be a sticky, hot mess, okay? But yeah, we're gonna let this reduce, and this will be ready in a little while. We'll come back when that turkey is ready to check again, and we'll put this glaze on the turkey as it's coming off the grill. So that glaze is already boiling. We're gonna go ahead and turn that burner down to low, and it probably needs about 15 minutes or so to let this reduce. Okay, so we'll see you real soon. All right, so it's been 15 minutes and this glaze is finished. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get it off the stove top and let it cool, and this is what it looks like when it cools. It's just slightly a little bit thicker. All right, and we're gonna brush this glaze on the turkey when that turkey is finished and coming off the grill, and not a minute sooner. All right, so let's go check on that turkey and see how that's doing outside. Well, all right, y'all, it's been an hour and a half since we saw you last. Total cooking time up until this point has been 2.5 hours, all right? So what we want to do is check out this turkey, see how it's doing, and I think we're going to need to maybe flip it upside down. You'll see what I mean here in just a moment. Let's check it out. All right, that's looking real good. So here's the thing. So we're getting temps, you know, on the side here. 169. Again, we're looking for an internal temp of 165 for the breasts, but the breasts are on the bottom here. So what I think we need to do is actually turn this upside down, and I'm going to pump up the heat with the charcoal a little bit and see if we can finish up these breasts, because if I get down here and look, our temperatures are much lower. That's showing 158. All right, you see what I mean? So let me go ahead and do this. Got some tongs. Now there's a lot of juice in here, so I'm going to dump that out. We got our tin foil on the bottom, so it's all good. Okay, and we're just going to lay that just like that, if we can get away with that. Get that out of there. Okay, and just for curiosity's sake, see, that's showing only 150, so we got a little bit of time to go on this. All right, so I'm going to get the lid back on. I'm going to open my vents just a little bit so we can get that grill temp up. It's been riding real nice around 250 to 260. We'll open up the grill vents, and we're going to try to finish this off so we can get those breasts at the top there to 165 minimum. All right, so let's say, let's give this about 30 minutes or so, and we'll come check it out. Well, my friends, this turkey has been kind of tricky this afternoon. We've been cooking for a total of 5 hours right now, and about an hour ago, I thought this turkey was close to being done. Remember, we flipped it over, taken some temperatures, and it was getting real close. But at that same time, my grill temp was starting to crash, all right? I thought it was going to be enough to carry us through to the end of the cook, but that did not turn out to be the case. So I'd add some fresh charcoal to get our heat back up. Right now we're cooking at a little over 300 degrees on this turkey. All right, so let's check it out. Let's check out our temperatures. And I think by this point we should be done. Ooh, look at that. Now you can see a little bit of kind of a little black crust right there. You could say, oh, that's looking burnt, but this is actually looking pretty good. Got a nice color going there, and I'll tell you what, it just smells delicious, y'all. So let me get my thermometer. Let's take a quick temperature and see where we're at. We're just gonna go right in here. I'm gonna try to hit the thickest part of the breast. Ooh, 180, so that's definitely done there. Let's try down here. And that's 177. All right, so again, we were shooting for a minimum of 165. All right, so the temperature is definitely above where we need it to be. So now I'm gonna hit this with a glaze that we made earlier, and then we're gonna get it off the grill, all right? So here we go. We've got the mulled apple cider glaze. And we're just gonna glaze this whole turkey breast right here. I think this is gonna be excellent, you know. All right, we got this all glazed up. I'm gonna go ahead and take it off the grill now. Whoop. All right, there we go. Now we're just gonna let this rest for about 30 minutes. Then we're gonna slice into it and give it a try. All right, my friends, this turkey has been resting now for 30 minutes, and it's time to carve it up. Now listen, just because we have a YouTube channel, that doesn't mean that we know everything. In fact, there's a lot that we don't know. And honestly, carving a turkey is it's a little intimidating for us. So what Martha's going to try to do here is she's going to try to carve this, so we're going to remove the entire breast from the carcass. And then once we remove the breast, then we're going to slice that up, and that's what we're going to try. So far it looks like she's doing a good job. There we go, just like that. Now as we're slicing into the breast, you know, according to what our temps were when we pulled it off, I'm a little afraid we overcooked this, or hopefully we didn't dry it out, but I'm hoping that the brine will give us an advantage in case we did overcook it just a little bit. But it really does smell delicious, and I can't wait to try a piece. Well, I don't know about you, but I think we're looking like a couple turkeys right here.
Speak for yourself, turkey.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers to you.
Thanks a lot for hanging out with us today. Boy, I tell you what, this cook today was just a little challenging.
That's what Thanksgiving is all about.
My advice to you guys, because it's turkey, you're doing it for the big day, it's Thanksgiving, so you want to make sure you do a good job. And
start early.
My advice would be pay attention to your grill temps, pay attention to your turkey temps. Let's try out this turkey breast. I hope it's pretty good.
I bet you it's going to be great.
I think it's going to be pretty good. Boom, there we go. Got a nice piece right here. Martha, you did a great job carving the turkey.
Thanks.
All right, let's give this a try. Oh yeah, no, flavor-wise, flavor is wonderful.
Spot on.
Oh, spot on for sure. It's all the right notes to get that nice apple cider, some cinnamon there. Cinnamon. Now, what I will say is, for me, this is a little bit on the dry side. I mean, we did pull this when temperatures were reading about 180 on the breast, so
I think that brine saved it, though. I'm not hating it.
I'm not hating it either. The flavor is really good. Now that glaze, also the glaze is excellent. real good. Need to try out the glaze. So you guys go ahead and try out this recipe. Just, do a little bit better job. Don't overcook it like we did, all right? Hey! Stop. I'm sorry to cut in at the very end of the video here, but I've got to do it. Martha and I talked a little bit about why that turkey breast was dried out. When you slice up the turkey the way we did, and then you just let it sit out for a little while I take a bunch of photos, because we got to get a thumbnail for the video. And all the time, I'm messing around taking photos. We're getting ready, to set up the camera to do the last shot where we do the taste test, yada yada, all this kind of behind the scenes stuff. And all the while that turkey breast is just sitting there, just drying out. So between the time that we sliced it on camera and we actually went and did a taste test, it was probably a good 10-15 minutes that those slices were sitting there. That's what we really felt like contributed the most to that turkey breast drying out. Martha was of the opinion that the pieces that she tried really weren't that dry, and it mostly was due for just sitting out for a while we messed around at other things. I think we did a really good job with this one. The brine, the glaze, the flavor of the turkey was awesome. And just remember, when it's time to carve your turkey, make sure you're serving and eating right away, because you let that turkey just lay around, it's going to dry out on you. All right, so that's my 2 cents right there. So let's wrap up the video. Thanks for hearing me out on that one. Hopefully it makes a little more sense to you. Turkey can be kind of tricky sometimes. It takes a little longer than you think. But anyways, it's all good. We're happy with the way it turned out, and we just want to let you guys know kind of a little afterthought, if you will, on what was going on with that turkey. Thanks a lot for hanging out with us today. It's always good to see you. And until next time, smoke 'em if you got 'em. See ya.